What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rob's house. It's been a minute since we've done a car video. I've been very busy this year. We got some maintenance to do today on the Lambo. So there's already several videos on the internet that I saw about how to do oil changes on this car. There are 8 drain plugs in the car. It's straightforward but time consuming. We're not going to go over that today because there's plenty of videos that already do that online. But the stuff that I couldn't find videos for are the front differential and transfer case, because this car is an LP610-4, meaning it is all-wheel drive, and how to do a transmission fluid change on this car, which is similar to any other Audi DSG gearbox, but I'm going to show you how to do it on this car today. So let me get under the car and I'll show you guys where the drain and fill locations for all of the different components are. All right, guys, I'm going to do my best to show this. So that is the front of the car. The car is facing that way. All right, if I tilt this camera up, this is going to be really hard for me to do under here, but so you can see an axle there. So this is the front diff, right? We have a drain plug, and then the fill plug, you can kind of see it back there. I know it's probably not auto-focusing, but there's a fill plug there. You can see they both have these bronze crush washers, so that's easy to identify. And then for the transfer case, drain and our fill. Okay, so the differential over here, you're gonna use gear oil. I think it's 75.90. I gotta check what I bought. I looked it up, I don't remember off the top of my head. And then on the transfer case, you're gonna use Haldex fluid. All right, and this is a very simple, this is like any other transmission or differential. You're going to drain it out using the drain plug, reinstall the drain plug, fill it into the fill plug until it starts to spill out, and that's it. So very simple drain and fill for the front. Okay, moving to the rear. We're in the back of the car now. This is, we're facing the front of the car. Here's the back of the car. Now, first of all, if you didn't believe that this thing's an Audi, once you start taking panels off, start seeing Audi logos everywhere. All right, so if we're looking up at our transmission, we have a cartridge filter here, so we're gonna replace that filter. There's an O-ring in there also that we're gonna have to replace. Now, this is what wasn't obvious to me, but the drain, it's actually labeled. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it said, actually, yeah, you can see it. This is your drain. So you simply drain all the fluid out of this and then reinstall this cap. But this is not where you pump the fluid back in. Okay, so in these cars, you pump the fluid in from the bottom. You're gonna pump it into this guy, this big one. I don't even know what Allen size this is. I have to figure it out still. It's large though. So you're gonna take that out, and inside of here, there's going to be an insert, and you're gonna take that out as well, let whatever remaining fluid drain out of there. Reinstall the insert, and that's where you're gonna use your pump adapter. You're gonna leave this cap uninstalled. You're gonna use your pump adapter. You're gonna fill all the DCT fluid. You're gonna cap it, start the car, run it through the gears to cycle everything. Then you actually uncap this and let the excess fluid drain out. You leave the adapter on the inside, but you let this drain out until it's kind of like a pitter patter. And then like once it slows down basically, and then you cap it off. That's how you set the level on these. So it's like any other Audi DSG. All right, so I mentioned the fill adapter. So what we have here is we have a fluid transfer pump. All right, so we're gonna fill this guy with DCT fluid, and then we're gonna pump it up. We're gonna get some pressure in here. And then we have this adapter, okay? So the way this guy works, let me sit down here so you can see. This nut is tightened. If I untighten this nut, this is my adapter, okay? So this is gonna thread in where that fill plug is, and it gives me an adapter, a hose adapter, right? And the way this thing works is it has, it's probably hard to see, but it's got a plastic insert in there. And basically what you do is you stick this in, and then when you tighten up this nut, I'm gonna probably use a wrench to like really tighten it. You'll see it'll kind of, this still, I don't have it tight enough. It's hard to do it with one hand. But basically when you tighten it enough, the adapter will not be able to be pulled out anymore, and it'll seal, right? And then that way you can pump fluid in. That's how it works. And what you do is, so basically you thread this guy in, you slide this adapter on, use a wrench to tighten it down so that it can't move, and then you would have your valve closed, right? You can pump it, get pressure, 15 psi, 20 psi, whatever, and then crack this guy open and let the fluid fill up. That's how you do it. So I'll walk you guys through it. I'm gonna do the front first. I'm not really gonna show that because that's a simple drain and fill. There's not really anything to show there, but I will show you when I get to the point of pumping this fluid in, what this actually looks like installed into the fill port. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so we got the pump set up. I pumped all the fluid in already, but I didn't realize you have to pump the pump up. You kind of have to keep doing it because there's so much fluid. You can see I have the valve shut. Basically, all you do is you thread the adapter in, lock it in to the pump using this screw, get some pressure, pump it, get some pressure built, and then crack this guy open by just pushing down on this till it's straight. That'll open it and the fluid will start flowing, and then you have to keep pumping the pump because it will, there's so much fluid, you know, it'll slowly lose pressure, and you have to just keep pumping it until it's all gone. So it's all in there. I can't do this on video, but what I'm gonna have to do now is I'm gonna pull this guy out and I'm gonna reinstall the plug, which is that guy. I'm gonna reinstall him. And then basically I start the car, I'm gonna run it through the gears, and then to set the level of this, you're supposed to actually pull the plug again and basically let some of it drip out until it's, you know, not coming out super fast, but that's basically the procedure. So the leveling procedure is basically you get it up to temperature, more or less. Basically, once you do that, you just crack this guy open. There's a insert inside of here that prevents it all from just dumping out, but it will lose some fluid until it kind of slows down, and once it slows down, you recap it and you're done. So that's pretty much it. And then I can put all these undertrays back on, which takes a solid, you know, 30 minutes just to, 30 or 45 minutes just to take all those off. So I gotta put all that back on, but I will update you guys when I'm done. Oh, and the torque spec on that guy, I'm pretty sure is around 25 pound-feet. I gotta double check, but I think it's around 25. All right, guys, we're all done, and I torqued the fill plug guy here, this is a big one, to 33 pound-feet. In case you guys were wondering what the torque spec was, that's what the internet told me. So 33 pound-feet, new crush washer. Now I'm put all the undertrays back on. All right, guys, I gotta pull the quick jacks out still, but car's all done, undertrays are back on. Should be good to go. Yeah, just want to make this video because there's just no one on the internet that does that. It's not too bad. There's just a bazillion undertrays in this car, so you got to deal with all that. I realized after I had already taken it off that middle, like the transmission tunnel, or like it's not a transmission tunnel because the transmission's in the back, but the tunnel going through the middle of the car where it has that metal plate with a bazillion T30s, you don't have to take that off to get to the, I didn't initially spot the Haldex drain and fill. You can get to them without taking that off. So yeah, that's it. That's the procedure for all the other fluids on this car. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see more stuff like that, let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Was this video helpful or not? I hope it helps someone out because I couldn't find any videos of this, either the Huracan or the R8 myself. So yeah, as usual, hope this video is helpful. Hope this video is entertaining. I'll see you guys next time.